Hi, my name is Brett Nesbit with Raymond Robson CPA and Wealth Management here in Naples. Today, I'd like to talk with you about succession planning. Let's say you've spent the majority of your working life building up your business, a legacy you can call your own and be proud of. Now you're thinking about retirement and the next phase of your life. The thought of selling your business can be quite overwhelming and even emotional. So where do you start? Succession plans can vary greatly and are customized for the intricacies of the business and the goals of the business owner. However, one commonality is that succession planning is not a shotgun approach. Planning and implementation can take as long as 3 to 5 years. So preparing a plan to achieve your financial and personal goals is essential. This process is something most business owners consider over a long period of time, but oftentimes do not act upon until it's too late. As a result, I encourage you to consider more than just the perceived value and corresponding sales price of your business. Here are some things to keep in mind. First, all businesses have a life cycle. To achieve the greatest value when selling your business, you need to show not only the historical financial strength, but future potential value through continued growth, increased market share, and/or expense control. In other words, what is going to attract someone to purchase your business and put them in the best possible position for them to succeed? Second, sellers face various tax issues based upon the type of transaction they agree to. Properly structuring the sale of your business through in-depth and specific tax planning is essential. Taxpayers are often surprised by the amount of tax they have to pay as a result of the sale of their business. While tax planning cannot eliminate the amount of tax owed on the sale of your business, it can reduce the burden or at least prepare you for what your tax liability may be. Third, very few people can buy an established business with cash. In some cases, the buyer and seller set up a payment plan with the seller effectively accepting a long-term payback for the value of their business. In order to receive what's owed, the buyer needs to make sure that the value and profitability of the business can be maintained after the transaction. Often, the seller will remain involved with the business over a period of time to properly transition the operations and clients over to the buyer. This transition is critical and can often determine the ongoing viability of the business. Finally, it's not uncommon for a business to be passed down to a family member, which can be a fun and rewarding experience for everyone. Working with family is not without its challenges, however. In this case, it makes sense to get family members involved right away to ensure they know the ins and outs of the business before taking ownership. This type of transition can be accomplished by assigning responsibilities to the family member that encompass all aspects of the business, from clerical and operational duties on up to sales, marketing, accounting, and management of the business. Depth of knowledge and fully focused leadership can result in a successful transition when family is involved. Selling your business can be an exciting and equally scary thought, but with these things in mind, it can be a bit less taxing. Here's to a smooth and profitable transition as you begin the next phase of your life. Thank you very much.